Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. October 2nd, 2021, which is just a day or two away. Well, a year anniversary will be a day or two away. I attended my very first model show. It was the SCMA show in North Charleston, South Carolina. It was October the 2nd, 2021. That was my very first model show I ever went to. It was really cool, and I planned on going back this year. It was the 22nd, I believe, was scheduled for October 22nd this year. It got canceled. Some kind of disagreement. I don't know what it was. Anyway, the church that it was held at decided that they didn't want it to be held there anymore. So they had to call that show off, and I was really looking forward to it. But in honor of my very first show that I'm not getting to go to the second year in a row, I plan on being there the next, whenever they have it again, but I bought this kit there. So I bought this Woody kit. It was my very first show. It was like, there are vendors, you know. I was going crazy. There were people selling model kits, and I didn't even know it was a small show, and the vendors were like, it was just such a small little vendor area. But I thought, man, this is the greatest. And I bought several kits, a trunk load, and this is one of them, which I had this kit. I already had this kit, and I got two of them actually. I think I bought two there. The other one is the older box art. But anyway, in honor of the SCMA show that got canceled in North Charleston, South Carolina, I'm going to build this car in honor of that, because it came from there. Got it from that show. I'm going to build it, and it's going to be a quick build. These monogram kits are so cool to me. They are very, very user friendly. They're very low parts count. But anyway, I wanted to do that. Mr. Don Franklin, I got to meet him. He's kind of one of the guys who headed up that show. Got to meet some other people there, and I've seen them at other shows, and I just wanted to, I thought it would be fitting, since that show's canceled, to do something in honor of that show. Maybe that seems ridiculous to some people, but I thought, that's cool. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to get started on this. I'm going to take it over to the bench, open it up, and we'll check it out. Stand by. Alright, well, here it is. Like I said, I have another one just like this on the shelf that's still wrapped. I've got one that's the early Iron series, which is the same car, and it's in a different box, but it's just a repop of the old box art. But anyway, this is a cool kit. I've been looking at this and eyeing this one for a while. Probably going to just build it box stock as can be. This is 1987 is the vintage on this kit here. So cool. I don't think it has these window blinds. I see it in the picture. It's kind of like these window blinds. I didn't think it had that, but anyway, open it up. Going to be a super easy kit to build, and a monogram. These are nice little kits to build, especially like if you have a slump. If you're in a slump, these are great slump busters because they're quick and easy. Nice little set of tires I got here. Kind of hard rubber. The fellow who I bought these from, he was good about taking in having the glass and another. Oh no, here's the little pieces I was talking about. There's the back window. That's the little covers. Police car going by in the background. We've got the glass, the two headlights in the glass, a portion, two pieces that came off of the tree. Can you hear the ambulance going by? Can you tell the difference in an ambulance and a police car? I can, because I hear them all the time. So here's your spoked Model A wheels. Wood grain. Those might be the sides. I bet those are for the side windows. The pieces that I just said that I didn't think were in here. Here is is that the roof? This piece right here, I'm not sure if that's for the roof or what, but I bet it is. I bet. No, I don't know. We'll see when we get there. I ain't got a clue what that is. Super simple kit. Nice little detail though. The wood grain, especially on the inside, is really nice. Here is the floor pan, or the floorboards, or the, no, this is the roof. This is the roof. Okay, so you got the top of the roof, and then you've got the nice wood grain, or the wood slats that make up the ceiling. Man, the poor guy who had to hand carve all. I mean, how did they do that? All the little grains are different and stuff in each board. How did they do that before 3D printing? I don't know. And then their grain on these interior boards. Very nice. Here's the little chrome tree, which apparently everything is still on the chrome tree. Got the firewall, front axle, two sets of one barrels. Cool little, I wonder if it's Offenhauser or something. Let me break out my magnifying glass. I gotta see. It's got a name on the intake. Let me see if I can read it. Get on the super high powered. Let's see what this says. Dang, we get the little extra high powered, the little Sherlock Holmes. Wean. Huh. So W, is that what it said? W-E-I-A-N-D? Wean? Wean? How do you say that? I've seen those intakes all my life. But, anyway, that's what that is. Hold on, this isn't a flathead. I'm thinking it's a flathead. This ain't a flathead. It's got overhead valve covers here. Shit, small block Chevy. So it's a small block Chevy intake. My bad. I'm sitting there thinking it was an old flathead. Here is your grill with a little scuff on it. A little scuff on the grill. Side headers. Hubcaps. Steering components, and teeny weeny little door handles. I'm talking about little. Man, those get lost easy. And in the bag, what do we got here? Cut the there's a seat, hood, engine half, manual transmission. I wonder if it has a gear shifter that sticks up at the floor. Yep, it does. Chassis, front of the cab. It's trying to focus on this darn everything but what I want to focus on. There's a cab, front. Here's your fenders, one cylinder head. Small block Chevy. And the front suspension parts, rear banjo. The banjo is not in scale. Never see a real banjo rear end. It's not that fat. Doesn't seem right. But anyway, doesn't matter. It's not really driving. Exhaust, dual exhaust. So this ought to be in the radiator. Cool little kit. I've never built, I don't think I've ever built this kit. I built, hold on, no, there's the roof. I was mistaken a while ago. Maybe this, it does. This goes on top. This is your, like your vinyl or leather, or the textured roof that goes on top. It's got little pins. It goes right on top of that. There we go. Okay, cool. All right. Anyway, I don't think I ever built this kit as a kid. Although I built some monogram stuff, but it is the instructions. And just looking at the instructions, you see just really how basic and simple these are. Again, there's nothing wrong with that. I have a lot of fun building these monogram kits. I've got a Revell. No, it's monogram. Right up here. I did that Marine tribute build 32 Ford. It was a quick and easy, nice little kit. And generally, a monogram kit builds up really well. Now that the kit that I built, the 40 Ford monogram truck with the opening doors. Oh man, that was terrible. But anyway, exception to the rule. But this is going to be a fun little build. Probably get it done. I'd say get done in a week working on it here and there. But wanted to. This is a depot hack. Okay, I didn't realize that. It says Ford Woody Street Rod, but it says a 30 Ford depot hack, as they were known because of their frequent use in handling passengers and baggage from the depot. Forms the basis of this Woody. It was the most expensive car in the Ford line that year, retailing about $650. The wood paneling is the original birch plywood with rock maple framing. Rock maple, don't you know that probably was hard as a rock. All hand rubbed. Interior has been altered to some degree. The steering wheel was borrowed from a 40 Ford. Cool. Shift lever was custom made, and the dashboard features a full array of dials to keep track of what's happening under the hood. Replacing the original old 4-banger is an everyday run-of-the-mill giant Swatton small block Chevy with 6 Stromberg 97s on a rare, there you go, rare Wien drag star manifold. That's cool that I looked at that, and that's what it says. The wheels are super detailed, spoked Kinsley Hayes all the way around with large Goodyear GT Rally 60 skins. With all this going for you and in the Woody, you can really turn heads when cruising down the boulevards at night. That's pretty cool. And it says, you can see here, the original apparently was the 1974 edition of this, which this is the 87 edition. Cool. All right. Well, I'm going to get some parts detached, and then with the glue, some parts attached, and we will talk here in a few minutes. We'll see what we need to get painted and get going. Stand by. Alrighty. So, got some, does this look like progress to anybody? That makes me laugh. Oh man. Toothpicks everywhere. So, how I do this, the method, if it's a method, but anyway, my madness, let me show you what I do. Everything that's got to be painted, well, everything's got to be painted, obviously, the whole darn everything. So I try to get everything on a toothpick or little clamp, claws, gator clips, or whatever. It's just like, I don't know, this is how I do it. So, oh, and all my chrome parts, the chrome wasn't that great, so I this is not Coke, and this is not Purple Power. It is a high strength degreaser that I get at my local auto parts store that's pretty caustic. I mean, it'll I guess it's caustic. It's pretty rough on your skin when you get on there, but boy, does it take the chrome off. I mean, it's like it never existed. So all my chrome pieces there that I wanted to dechrome are in the cup. Those have to be sprayed later once I get them cleaned. But everything else, my wheels. So if I use these barbecue or skewers, right? Good grief. Okay, come on. So I use the skewers in the end. I'll cut a skewer and just sharpen the point of it. So if the wheel has a hole in it, I can use that. These holes are too big, so then I'll glue a toothpick on the inside where the tire is going to cover. I wouldn't want to put it anywhere else because you can see through the spokes on both sides, right? So I put a super glue toothpick down on the bottom where it won't be seen. But all my pieces, for the most part, have either a piece of sprue, a gator clip, or a toothpick glued to them. So I got to get me some paint. This is going to be a fun little car. I've enjoyed it so far, and it's just going to be box stock. I might put some plug wires on it. I'm not sure yet. Got the engine together. The only thing I'm not dechroming yet, at least, is the intake, the valve covers, and the bumper. Everything else that was chrome, I dechromed because, for instance, around your headlights, your headlight buckets, it'll have that ring around it, like a flash ring, where the two pieces of the mold went together. I don't like that, so I'm going to respray them, chrome them. I'm almost out of my AK chrome paint. I might do it aluminum. I don't know what I'm going to do. But moving forward with it, that's good news. But what a cool looking car. What a cool looking little car. Gonna have fun. Alright, let me get some paint sprayed. Primer. Oh, sanded all, got all the body here. Sanded down. Flat, deflashed. Sanded down. I love these darn things. But I use these Infinity or right there. Sanding pads. I got all kind. There's a whole bunch of them right here, but I get them from Mark over at Hobby Nut, and that's what I use. And I've been using the 2500. That's a great surface to. I'll hit it with the 600. I'll hit it with 400, 200, whatever, and then work my way up. I got 1500, and then finish the sanding with 2500, and then put some primer on it. It's those sanding pads are great. Love them to death. But alright, so let me quit talking and get some paint sprayed. Stand by. Okay, progress report. I always hated progress reports in school because there wasn't a lot of progress. But in this case, there's plenty of progress. It's looking great. If you want to call primer, looking great, progress is great. Anyway, what have I got done? So I got pretty much everything painted outside of the chrome parts that are on that napkin. They're drying. I took them out of the little, took them out of the cleaner and got them rinsed off, and they're drying, so they'll have to get some paint. The fenders, the body parts rather, all got the there we go, Mr. Hobby, Mr. Surfacer 1000. Got the for the primer, 50-50, mix it up 50-50. I use, so like when I use primers and stuff, I don't use the leveling thinner. I just use Mr. Color thinner, and I get this from Mark at Hobby Nut. So you get the Mr. Hobby thinner or Mr. Color thinner, and you get the leveling thinner. Like I say, I don't use the leveling thinner for primers and things like that. I just use that for my paints. Why don't you, Matthew? Honestly, I don't know. I just don't. Just seems like you don't. This primer lays down so flat anyway, and you spray it pretty thin. But anyway, like I say, 50-50 is the way I mix this. Straight through the airbrush. You get that at Hobby Nut Models. The brown, I sprayed the wood panels with I had an old bottle of Testors flat light brown, and I added some of that and shot it through the airbrush just to give this just a base color, just a flat brown. I mean, it kind of looks like wood, but anyway. And then the work begins with starting to create wood grain, the wood grain look. It's got wood grain in it, but really you couldn't tell it once you paint it. But all my parts that are going to be body color are all primered. So the wheels, the here it is, it's hiding back here, but the windshield and the cab, front of the cab, dashboard, all those things are going to be probably a red. I think I'm gonna go with some sort of red color. I like the color of this. My wood is gonna be a little darker, but I think I'm still gonna go with a dark. I think I'm gonna take I've got a partial bottle of bright red. I think I'm gonna add something to darken it up, MCW, and shoot it maybe with something like that. I think that looks good, actually. Really like it. One thing I did notice, you see the chrome firewall sticking out. It's not chrome anymore, nor do I want it chrome like that. That will be body color. Excuse me, that will be body color. So I'll prime this and also paint that firewall body color. The rest of these parts that I want chrome, I'll spray them with that AK paint that I have, or AK metalizer, AK metal color paint, whatever. The roof, I have the textured roof is now painted, and along with the front seat. The engine is MCW Chevy engine red, and it won't focus on that. Why even bother? But anyway, Chevy engine red. The black parts, the chassis, those parts are Tamiya gloss black. So I thought that would look nice. I don't do gloss chassis very often, but I thought I would. And it looks, I think it's going to look nice. And the exhaust here, oh wow, like I'm really going to get that to focus. I drilled out the, see if I can get it. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. See the tip? I drilled the tips out, so it looked like it actually had real exhaust on it. And so I paint the exhaust black. I'll use primer black, and then I do a light misting of this appliance epoxy. There we go. I've had this can a while and it's losing pressure. I need to find another. My hardware store, Ace, is not, since all the COVID garbage, it's hard for them to get paint. I don't know what the deal is. Maybe it's not COVID. I don't know what it is. But anyway, can't get much paint, and they're not restocking that, and I don't know what the problem is. But hopefully I can get another can. If you know anybody, oops, I hadn't even looked online, but this can has still got about that much in it. But that stuff works great for this. Let me see if I can do it one more time. It's asking a lot. Come on. Almost. There it is. I missed it. So I painted on black and then I missed it. Oops. So you get that like sort of metallic look. I like it. Yeah. And that is the update. So I'm going to end this video and again say thank you for watching. Big old drill right here in the, I didn't even think about that. I thought I was going to be able to use the bit to drill the tips of the exhaust, but no, it was too kind of overkill. But anyway, thanks for coming along on this spill my accelerator, this cool monogram build. I think it's going to turn out great, and can't wait to get some paint on it. Just what a cool kit. 1987. I was 11 years old when that was built, or that kit was produced. There's a nice shot of it right there. I'm not going to put those blinds in the windows though. Those are right here, and I don't like that, so I'm not going to use those. So anyway, all right, so when I come back, I'll have some paint figured out, and we will see if we can get some color on this thing and finish it up and have a cool model. But don't forget that this was this I almost said in memory of this. This build is in memory of the SCMA show that was canceled. No, just looking back, like I said at the beginning of the video, this is why I'm doing it, because not being able to go to that show, I figured I'd build a kit instead, in honor of that show that was my very first model show, which is really cool. Great people over there in that model club. But anyway, I'm going to end this video now. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to go to Hobby Nut Models, where this primer and thinners and the paint that's going to go in here came from. And go check out Mark's inventory, hobbynutmodels.com, always linked in the descriptions of my videos. Go check him out, click on the link, go see what Mark's got for you in his inventory as far as paint, Tamiya paint, got NCW paint, got model kits, got supplies, and all the things that you need. Go check out Mark's inventory, as well as my spring store. I really appreciate you guys who have bought t-shirts and all those things that are for sale over there. It really helps me out, and I'm very thankful for that. And thank you to my Patreon members. I'm slacking on doing something for you guys, so please bear with me. And again, thank you so much for your continued support. And if you haven't, if you're not a Patreon member, go check it out. If you want, go join. If not, don't. And I appreciate you guys either way. But thank you, number one, for subscribing. If you have not subscribed to this video, or to my channel rather, please hit that subscription button. It greatly helps, and I greatly appreciate it. Yeah, Facebook group, go check it out. Model Car Videos Facebook group. Everything that I've mentioned is always located in the description of the video. And I greatly appreciate you guys. Have I said greatly appreciate enough on this? Okay, I greatly appreciate everyone for watching this video. Tongue-in-cheek, but anyway, thanks guys for watching, and we will see you all on the next one. And this is going to get the treatment. See you guys. Bye.